From inside the burning wooden cabin came the desperate cries of a girl. Hearing it, David rushed in through the door. With the last of his strength, he carried the girl out. But they hadn't gotten far from the cabin when both of them collapsed. When David opened his eyes again, he was lying inside the girl's home. Her mother kissed him on the forehead and promised she would repay him with everything she had for saving her daughter's life. The girl's parents tried to track down David's family, but no one in the area had ever heard of him. And David himself refused to share any details about his relatives. The boy's identity became a mystery. Just a few days earlier, David had been working in a labor camp in Bulgaria. He had been forced to do hard labor there since he was a child. That harsh life had erased any trace of a smile from his face. One night, a man secretly instructed him to escape according to his directions, but only if David agreed to deliver a letter to Denmark. The man warned him not to trust anyone once he got out, and the letter must never be opened ahead of time, or it could cost him his life. Using the cover of a truck, David slipped past the guards on patrol. Then he reached an electrified fence. When he saw a signal in the distance, it meant the man would cut the power for 30 seconds. Within that window, David quickly climbed over the fence. He dashed into the forest and, as planned, dug up a package hidden beneath a tree. Inside was a piece of bread and a compass. After packing up the supplies, he set out on his journey. Under the night sky, the only figure running was David. He had to escape from Bulgaria. By dawn, he spotted a cargo truck and slipped inside. Eventually, he crossed into Greece. From there, he climbed aboard a ship heading to Italy. The next day, he stepped onto the Italian coastline. The beautiful scenery seemed to celebrate David's rebirth, but his mission was far from over. He still had to keep moving north. After some time, he reached a small town. The man's warning echoed in his mind: don't trust anyone. So he traveled cautiously, but now he was starving. David walked into a bakery. When the owner learned he had no money, he offered David bread in exchange for helping out at the shop. There was only one condition: he had to greet customers with a smile. But growing up in a labor camp, David didn't know how to smile. The baker muttered to Saint Elizabeth, complaining how there could be someone in this world who didn't know how to smile. Then he handed David a card with Saint Elizabeth's image, hoping he would receive a blessing. But right after that, the baker started talking with a group of soldiers.